Devin here, and I'm about to walk you through the 6-week challenge nutrition guide for the 2.75 plan. So first, I want to make sure that we are clear that the foods on this list are no better than any other foods, and the foods on this list are not on this list are not bad for you. We created this list just to make sure that it is a simple process for you and that you've got an easy path to help you reach your goals. So the first thing you're going to notice is different categories of macronutrients. We've broken up all of our foods into either proteins, fat, carbs, or vegetables. And the first block that we are going to be talking about are vegetables. And the reason why is because this category is typically the most confusing, because the vegetables listed here are showing you the vegetables that you cannot eat for the next 6 weeks. Again, that does not mean that these vegetables are bad for you. It is simply because these vegetables are higher in carbohydrates, and we want to make sure that you are limiting them for the next 6 weeks. So you're going to stick to having green and leafy vegetables as you complete this challenge. Over here, we've got our protein. We want to keep our protein to be about the size of the palm of our hand. Fat is going to be a thumb, carb is a fist, and our veggies are also a fist. You've got here listed all of your proteins and the serving size that you can have with each meal. And that goes for the same with fats, carbs, and your vegetables as well. Down here are your breakdowns for your meals. So we've got wheels here, and for breakfast, you can have 1 block of protein, 1 block of carb, and 1 block of vegetables. So we can look over here and go to our protein and see that 1 block would be 9 ounces of chicken breast or 9 ounces of any white fish. It's breakfast, so maybe you're feeling something more like egg whites. You're going to do 9 egg whites, and then you can pair it up with 1 block of carbohydrates. And maybe you're feeling having some rolled oats. So you're going to do 1 cup of dry rolled oats, and you can throw some spinach in with your egg whites to make it a fully balanced breakfast. In between each of our meals, we are going to have a protein shake. We've got a couple of guidelines written out for you. We want to make sure that it is 20 grams of protein and less than 1 gram of sugar, as well as less than 3 grams of fat. All of our boxes sell an amazing protein. It's the cleanest on the market, called Pure. The churro flavor is absolutely amazing. I've heard great things about vanilla and chocolate, although I have not tried them because I'm simply hooked on churro. However, if you've already got a brand that you are hooked on or committed to, that's totally fine. Just make sure it hits these guidelines, and you can also send some pictures of it to your coach so that they can double check and make sure that it meets the requirements as well. Lunch is going to be broken down the same way as breakfast. However, you do not need to eat the same exact thing that you did for breakfast. Maybe you want to change it up and have some chicken with it and some sweet potato and cook up some kale. That is totally fine. You can choose anything you want from those categories. Just remember to make sure that it is in these amounts. And these amounts are also after you have cooked them. All right, and then you're going to have another shake, and for dinner, you are going to have, instead of a block of carbs, you're going to have a block of fat. So make sure, again, that you are sticking to these measurements, and make sure you are avoiding vegetable oil as well as canola oil. If you scroll down, we've got some sample plans for you to try out. And then on the back side here, we've got the ultimate grocery helper. So let's say you've decided that you're going to have chicken breast every day for dinner for the week. Well, that means you're going to have to buy 4 pounds of chicken breast to last you for the entire week. Let's say you wanted to do chicken for both lunch and dinner. Then you're going to want to double this and make sure you are buying 8 pounds of chicken breast instead of just 4. We also give you some examples of veggies that are approved. Just remember to avoid any of these and you'll be good to go. We have some spots for you to plan out your meals. And of course, the most important part is how you can add flavor to your life for the next 6 weeks. Any of these on the list are good to go to be added to meals to make sure that they are flavorful and delicious. Make sure that you are sticking to balsamic vinegar and not balsamic vinaigrettes. And then our beverages are listed here. We want to make sure we're sticking to black coffee. You can sweeten it with stevia or Splenda, or you can also add your protein powder to it. Make sure our teas are sugar-free, and herbal teas are also good to go. If you have any questions about what you are allowed to eat, please consult with your coach. I will tell you, though, that the first thing they're going to say to you is, hey, is it on the list? and then they're going to tell you to check the list, and then they're also going to check the list, and they're probably going to say, it's not on the list, so nope, you can't have it. Or they're going to say, yep, it's on the list, you are good to go. Of course, double check though. It's easy to get confused and mix things up. So let's make sure that you are doing this right and that you are consulting with your coach to make sure that you are able to reach your goals in the next 6 weeks.